Hey there, welcome back. This is the Pythonic Accountant. Today we're going to take a look at one of the new features that OpenAI just released on its ChatGPT, and this is actually called Study and Learn. I think this just came out today, so we're going to play around with this together. So on my screen you can see the little pop-up window that came up when I first pressed the button for Study and Learn. It says, "Hey chat, help me with my homework." And it's funny, all these new features, I'm like, how is it different than when I previously might have asked it to help me learn something? But I'm sure they've got a lot built in. So let's see how it works. So it says Study and Learn, your step-by-step guide to learning anything. You can get homework help. You can prep for tests. You can explore new subjects. So try it now. And the way that you try it is, I'm going to actually X back out right now. And there's two ways you can get to it. On the main chat screen, either go to Tools and click on Study and Learn, or they have a shortcut you can do where you just type in /study and learn and enter, and now it's lit up at the bottom. So let's be topical here. Let's see. I want to learn Python for my accounting job, and let's see what it can teach us here. So automating reports, analyzing financial data. Yep, those are a couple of things that are good. So let's ask a couple of quick questions. I'm going to role play here. Let's say I am new to the accounting field out of school and I haven't really done much with Python before. So let's see, I want to do, let's say I'm doing audits. I'm going to do audits. And 2, have you done any coding before? Let's see, I took a 1 basic Python class. And 3, goal of Python, automation, and analysis. AI someday. And let's see what it tells us here. All right, so we got a roadmap built. We'll look at phase 1, core Python. Do the basics. This is great. Kick it off with a challenge. Phase 2 is going to be audit ready tools. Ah, yes, good old pandas, OpenPyXL, a little bit of regex. This is all familiar. If you've seen anything else on my channel, I've done a lot of this stuff. Workflow automation, automate. Ooh, I like this. PBC request follow-ups, ticking and labeling work papers, finding exceptions in journal entry testing, and ooh, yes, Jupyter notebooks are the best to document logic with code. And then, oh, I love it. Little light AI with ChatGPT, some machine learning, and building internal audit bots. This is great. So start small. Want to try a Python challenge now? Sure, let's do it. So let's see what it gives us. This is cool. I'm liking this. So scenario, trial balance review. Imagine you've received a trial balance in Excel. Your job is to read it into Python, clean the data, run some basic checks, make sure debits equal credits. So set up your environment. You need to install 2 key packages. Okay, so this is now assuming I already have Python on my machine, but that's fine because I do. And you know what? I'm just going to be lazy here. We're going to use the Google Colab. So I'm going to pop open the Colab notebook and use that one. And if you haven't used Google Colab before, it's awesome. It's a Google product. It basically allows you to have like a Jupyter notebook on the web without having to have anything installed in your own machine. So let's try it out. Let's get a new notebook open. And pretty sure it already has both of these in the environment, but just to be safe, we can double check. And we'll go ahead and tell it, say, done. By the way, I'm using Google Colab for this. Load the trial balance. Sure, we'll use a sample. Give me a sample to use. And okay, yep, requirements already there, so we're good. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to rename this. I'm going to call this OpenAI Learn Python for Accounting. And so let's see if it gave us a little trial balance, and it did. So we're going to download the trial balance, and we're going to then upload it into the Google Colab environment. So that way it's available to us. Upload. from our downloads. Upload from a download, that's right. Sample trial balance. Okay, that's fine. All right, so we have the sample trial balance here. And let's see what it tells us to do. All right, so I don't think we need to do that. I think I can just do this. So import pandas as PD. Yup. And then I already know how to do this, but I'll just use its code, see if it works. Data frame equals PD.read Excel. Oh, excuse me. Sample trial balance, DF head. Boom, looks like it works. That's exciting. Account numbers and account names, debits and credits. This is great. Once it works, we'll move on to checking if debits equal credits. Yes, it worked. So now we're going to check to see if debits equal credits. Let's check this code, see if it works. See, the thing I don't like about this is it's not really teaching me anything. Like if I was actually trying to learn, I'm just copying and pasting Python code. But I guess it says, tell me what output did you get balanced. I think we could, let's see, analyze the trial balance to understand what the year was like. That's right. Oh, I like this. Do a liquidity check. What's the cash balance? Any red flags? Well, let's take a look. We already see the cash balance here. So cash balance is 50,000. Accounts payable is only 15,000. That tells me cash is good. Expense versus revenues. Our expense is reasonable compared to revenues. And very reasonable. Let's just see if there's more expenses that we didn't see yet. Oh, that's the whole trial balance. And then unusual balances. Anything weird, like a revenue and a debit column. So this looks pretty good to me. So we've got some leftover accounts payable from a previous period. And then we've got some expenses, got quite a healthy amount of cash, and a healthy amount of revenues. So I think it's very liquid. 2, revenues much higher than expenses. And 3, nothing unusual. Oh, you know, it's funny. It gave me some code to check all that. Let's see what it does. Gave me a little bit of its own calculations of profits. Very nice, very nice. Well, yeah, I think this is pretty good. I don't think I'm going to need to do anything else on this one. You know, if I was learning Python, I think this would have helped me a little bit. It gave me some basics on actually using Python to work with some financial data, so that was pretty cool. And the nice thing is it's custom built, right? Like, so if I wanted to go in a certain direction or ask some questions, I'm sure I could. So, you know, maybe we could try that out real quick. We'll say, how does the dot sum work? And like, it's just going to be educational. It's going to help me understand, because that is the whole point. And this may be a little bit different than the normal output if I was just in ChatGPT, because it's saying, oh, you know, educational, a little more holistic explanation from an educational standpoint, not just explaining what it does. So it gives me the kind of the full shebang. So anyways, I hope you liked this video. If you liked it, please stick around and watch some more, and we'll see you in the next one.